Yeah, hi guys, good evening. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All clear, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Perfect. So let us begin with this session. All the students who are attending this session on Zoom can ask questions by unmuting their mics, and all those who are attending the same on YouTube can put the questions in the chat box. Okay, just give me a minute. We'll just wait for one more minute and we shall start. All right, guys. Yeah. So let's begin. So today's session we have is for an overview of what is M-Pharmacy and MBA in India. This has been brought to you by Team Pharmacad. I am Pranav Ganatra, the co-founder and the counselor at Pharmacad. So if you have any doubts with respect to any topic that has been discussed today, please feel free to ask in the chat box, whoever is attending on YouTube. And also you can unmute your mics if you're attending the lecture on Zoom. So with this, let's take this further. What are the topics that we are going to discuss? Is of course first is what is GPAT and what is the significance of GPAT? What are the other entrance exams for M-Pharmacy in India apart from GPAT? Okay, what are the top colleges for pharmacy in India for M-Pharmacy? What are the major entrance exams for MBA as well? Because there are a lot of students who are confused between M-Pharm and MBA. What are the top MBA colleges? What to select, M-Pharm or MBA? A very big question for every single student here. Okay. And what are the job prospects, of course, and how Pharmacad can help you to be preparing for your M-Pharmacy or MBA entrance exams. So starting with point number 3, in fact, I would like to go ahead with point number 3 and then to point number 1 and point number 2. I would just like to change the order a bit. Okay. So talking about some of the top colleges, as we all know, these are some dream institutes for a lot of students in the country who wish to go to like different colleges. And of course, we have Jamia, we have ICT, we have Bombay College, we have BITS, we have the NIPERS, of course. All right, so there are a lot of dream institutes for different students. It's not necessary that everybody wants to go in a particular university. Okay, there are geographical limitations, there are financial limitations, there are academic limitations, family limitations. So a lot of different things that result eventually for you to pick a university of your choice, which may not necessarily be the top ranked institute. Okay, but it suits your needs perfectly. That's what is more important. All right. So talking about the top colleges, as per the NIRF 2020 rankings, the 2021 rankings are not yet out. Okay, so as per the NIRF 2020 rankings, the top colleges are here in front of you. And as you can see, a lot of familiar names, I'm pretty sure you can see here. All right. And most of these colleges accept the GPAT score. Most of this, right? Just a few here, if you can see the red highlights. Okay, just a few colleges in this on this list which are accepting scores of other exams as well, or some colleges who have their own entrance exam apart from GPAT. Okay, so the list is in front of you. These are some of the top 20-25 colleges across the country. And I'm sure you can see a lot of familiar names, and also some of the images that we saw in the previous slide. Okay, so yes, pretty much everybody wants to be a part of these institutes for one major reason. is to have a decent enough career by the means of placements, because the initial placement, the college placement or the first job of every student is one of the most important factors to build a career in the future. Okay, so yes, being in a good college always helps because there is a good placement, and getting a good placement gives you a kickstart for your professional career. So let's see कि ये colleges में जाना कैसे है. All right. Yeah, I will be speaking a bit in Hindi and a bit in English. I hope that's fine. If at any point in time you have any doubts, please feel free to stop me and ask again. All right. Do not worry at all. Yeah. So shall we begin of how to go to these colleges? Guys, yes, no? At least the Zoom guys can respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you so much, all of you. Let's go ahead. The first and the most common exam, of course, is the Graduate Pharmacy Aptitude Test. It was initially conducted or organized by the AICTE, and now it has been organized and conducted by the National Testing Agency, that is the NTA. All right. What is it all about? As you can see, just a brief overview of what GPAT is. It's a national level entrance exam for M-Pharmacy programs in different colleges across the country. Okay, yes, it has been conducted by the National Testing Agency since 2019, just of late. I hope you guys know that National Testing Agency is the same agency that also organizes the NEET and the JEE exams for your engineering and medical entrances. Okay. GPAT score is usually valid for all the AICTE approved institutes and universities, constituent colleges and affiliated colleges to government universities. All right. There are certain scholarships also for GPAT students. We will talk about that as we proceed. How the exam is. Let's see what the GPAT exam has for you. Okay. So we have 125 questions. The duration, as you can see, is good 3 hours. Okay. Usually it is in the second week of January. Usually, actually, it's the last week of January. थोड़ा बहुत dates fluctuate होते रहता है. अभी COVID की वजह से last year, this year it happened in Feb and so on and so forth. So yeah, somewhere in January is where the exam is, unless of course there are some unavoidable circumstances. All right. The syllabus, of course, is the PCI syllabus and now also the NTA syllabus. As per the National Testing Agency, they have also drafted a particular syllabus for GPAT. Every year there are certain small updates, but not much variation than your current PCI B pharmacy syllabus that you study for your 4 years. Of course, the electives may not be a part of the GPAT syllabus, right? Because they are electives for a reason. Okay. The marking scheme is +4 -1, which is one of the most challenging things. Okay, कि right answer लाना बड़ी बात नहीं है, वो negative marking को avoid करना बड़ी बात है. I am pretty sure everybody who is sitting here on YouTube or on Zoom would have used this statement at least once in their lifetime, when especially during your 12th standard exams, यार ये negative marking की वजह से थोड़ा कम हो गया. Okay, be it a NEET exam, be it a JEE exam or anything. So we have been using this, यार थोड़ा negative marking की वजह से problem आ गया. So how to tackle such a situation is very challenging, and of course the mode of test is online. Okay, let's see what happens in the exam and what is the benefit of qualifying this exam. So yeah, these are some of the benefits for qualifying the exam. Of course, if you qualify the GPAT exam, you are eligible for the all important NIPER JEE. Okay, only if you qualify GPAT will you be eligible for this NIPER JEE exam. Okay, there are several institutes in the country. I have already shared the list with you before, which give you direct entry through the GPAT scores as well. So direct Masters of Pharmacy through your GPAT score in some of the top colleges of India. Of course, you get a stipend as well. You get a good stipend of rupees 12,400 every month. Okay, from the AICTE while you are pursuing your Masters of Pharmacy for almost 2 years. That cumulates to almost around 2,95,97,000, which is a great achievement, because Masters level पे जब आप 2.5 या 3 lakhs तक आप खुद earn कर पाते हो through stipends, it's a very big achievement because it helps you to fund your own academic or maybe your own course without taking much help from the family. Of course, fees initially तो उन्हें भरनी ही है, but at the same time, if you are able to save this money and if you are able to contribute, it's a moment of pride for individuals, all right? And we feel very good when we are able to contribute and reduce the burden on our family. Okay. Of course, when you qualify GPAT, you're also eligible for all the PhD courses or the PhD entrance exams. Okay, in India. The GPAT being a national level exam, it helps you to put it on your CV, and it does have a small, if not such a big, but it does have a small impact on your CV. It creates a good impression that you were able to clear a national level exam. Okay. And of course, because it creates a good impression for a national level exam, it also is beneficial for students who are planning to go abroad. It puts you can put that on your CV if you're planning to give a GRE or a TOEFL or a IELTS and plan to go abroad. Qualifying GPAT and having that on your CV is again a big thing because you have cracked one of the biggest pharmacy exams. All right, almost around 45,000 students every year give this exam. And let's see what more we have for GPAT. What are the challenges? So the question is not difficult. Okay, usually जो GPAT में प्रॉब्लम आता है बच्चों का नेगेटिव मार्किंग को लेके, वो इसलिए नहीं आता है बिकॉज क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट था, वो इसलिए आता है बिकॉज ये ऑप्शंस ऐसे थे. I hope you understand how tricky the paper can be because the options are very similar. So even though a lot of students are pretty confident कि आंसर तो B ही है, आंसर की आने के बाद पता चलता है अरे ऑलमोस्ट अच्छा बाजू में C भी था. Okay, so the most challenging part is not about the question. The challenging part is how to eliminate the wrong option. ज़्यादातर negative marking इसी वजह से होता है because a lot of students get confused between two options. So there are different ways of tackling this current situation. Okay, मैं आपके साथ दोनों examples share करूँगा यहाँ पे कि क्या क्या होता है. How can we handle this situation? Okay, we have two examples here in front of you, my students only, and that is why I'm using their names. We have a possibility that we can play on a term called probability. We can also play on a term called accuracy. Which term is better या कौन सी मेथड अच्छी है, ये मैं आपको नहीं बताऊंगा, ये आप खुद डिसाइड करेंगे considering your personal attributes towards this exam and your own preparation for this exam. Okay, तो कौन सी मेथड यूज करनी है, I am not going to tell you this. I am just going to show you how both methods work. Okay, so we had this student called Archana and Burhan, and this is, I'm talking from the same GPAT year 2018. Okay, we had these two students, Archana Rajadhyaksha and Burhan Kagalwala, and Archana had an All India rank 85 and Burhanuddin had an All India rank 88. Not much difference. Okay, Archana had a score of 251 and Burhan had a score of 250. Again, not much difference. एक ही मार्क का तो फर्क है. So yes, till here everything looks pretty similar, pretty competitive, very good. But you know what? Archana attempted 104 questions. She got 71 correct and she got 33 wrong. On the other hand, Burhan attempted only 65 questions. He got 63 correct and he got only 2 wrong. So what do you think? I would like to know if you guys would like to put it in the chat box or maybe comment. Which method is better? What do you think? Archana's method is better or Burhan's method is better? Anyone?
Burhan's method.
Burhan's method is better. Okay. Who else? Okay. I have somebody saying Archana's method. Okay. I have many people saying Burhan's method is better. Okay. Harsh is also saying accuracy. That is Burhan's method is better. Let me put it this way. Even though you feel that Burhan की method अच्छी है, रैंक तो अर्चना को ही 85 आया है. ओके, तो अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग दैट दोनों ही मेथड अपने हिसाब से अच्छे हैं. Okay, at the end of the day, nobody talks about probability, nobody talks about accuracy. It all boils down to how much score you have, and it all boils down to how much, what's your rank. Okay, आपने 50 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करे या आपने 100 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करे, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, as long as you are in the top 10 or as long as you're in the ranks. Okay, there are students who attempt 122 125 questions and still get in the top ranks, and there are students who attempt only 60 questions and still get in the top ranks. Okay, I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say, guys. Okay, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही मेथड अच्छी है. You might see a lot of places, you might see some videos where you would see that भाई सिर्फ 50 या 60 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट कर लो आप क्वालिफाई हो जाओगे. No, that's not necessary, because वो 50 या 60 क्वेश्चंस में आपके कितने राइट होंगे, what is your confidence level and what is your accuracy. This, if you consider this, is almost around 95%, 98-95% accuracy. If we are not able to reach this accuracy levels, then always this method is preferred. Okay, so I would not say that one size fits all. You guys can pick your own method depending upon your own preparation, because आपका कितना preparation हुआ है कोई particular exam के लिए, वो आपसे ज़्यादा अच्छे से और कोई नहीं जानता है, तो आप आपकी method choose कर सकते हो. Okay, we have students this year, Hiral, if you know, has attempted 122 questions in her GPAT out of 125, and she managed to qualify with an All India rank 28. Okay, so she went purely on the probability part of it. At the same time, we have other students who attempted less questions and still managed to qualify. तो qualification भी दोनों जगह पे है, not qualification भी दोनों जगह पे है. Method कौन सी रहेगी आप choose करो, whatever best suits you. Of course, as we proceed with our preparation, we will be guiding you on what method will be suitable for you as such. Taking it a little further, ये पिछले 5 सालों के कट ऑफ्स है. आप देख पा रहे हैं कि कंसिस्टेंटली कट ऑफ बढ़ते जा रहा है, स्पेशली नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी के आने के बाद तो 3 साल में काफ़ी अच्छा खासा राइज हुआ है. ऑलमोस्ट 45 मार्क्स फ्रॉम GPAT 2019 to GPAT 2021. This year the cutoff was 186 for open category students. Okay, cutoff का बढ़ना अच्छी बात है. It's not a negative sign, it's a positive sign. You know why? Because cutoff का बढ़ना indicate करता है that competition या students की quality improve हो रही है. Okay, so it's a very positive sign that gradually the cutoff is increasing. Just to give you a brief idea of how things work approximately, is that if every year 40,000 students give the exam, there is only 10% और एवरेज 9 to 11% के बीच में रिजल्ट निकलता है. मतलब ऑन एन एवरेज 4,000 बच्चे क्वालिफाई होने वाले जीपैट का एग्जाम. उसमें अगर हम लोग माइनॉरिटीज और ओपन कैटेगरी को डिवाइड करें तो 2,000 ओपन कैटेगरी के और 2,000 माइनॉरिटीज के. सो इन शॉर्ट यहाँ पे जो लास्ट बच्चा है ओपन कैटेगरी का 2,000 रैंक वाला या 2,000 बच्चा, दैट स्कोर बिकम्स द कट ऑफ. ओके, so usually every year it's just 10 to 11%. This year in fact it was lower. This year it was just 9.87% qualification. Almost around 45,000 students had given और उसमें से कुछ 4,300 या 4,400 बच्चे qualify हुए हैं ये साल. So it's not even 10% this time. Okay, so this is the rough estimate of how a score or how a cutoff is calculated. So what is not in my hand? What is not in my hand is the percentile, because percentile becomes a comparative score. मेरे अकेले के हाथ में नहीं है कि मेरा percentile कितना आएगा. Cut off मेरे हाथ में नहीं है. What is there in my hand is my individual score. Okay, and no student should feel कि भाई कम करेंगे. Okay, we'll try to play safe. That's not the way I personally recommend to any student. Okay, every student has to go with a minimum target of 200 for every exam. Like we have been talking to all our students right from 2019, 2020, 2021 that keep a target of 200, nothing below that. If you keep a target of 200 तो जाके plus minus में थोड़ा बहुत score आएगा and fortunately you will manage to qualify. Okay, so don't go with a small and an average target. Like, come on, आप 1.5 साल एक साल या 6 महीने इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो जीपैट प्रिपरेशन में, तो क्या 30% मार्क्स लाने के लिए नहीं किया था? ओके, 500 में से 150 जब आता है, दैट इज 30%. So you are investing 6 months, 1 year, or 1.5 years for GPAT preparation to score 30% marks. Of course, that's not making any sense, right? So you have to have a good target of anything above 200, and that's what will help you to reach or to qualify the all important GPAT exam. Okay. So any doubts still here for any GPAT related questions? So I have already discussed what is the exam all about, how the exam is. Okay. We have also discussed what are the importance and what is the significance of qualifying the GPAT exam. We have discussed what are the primary challenges. We have discussed two main methods, probability and accuracy. We can play on both. And we have also seen what was the previous year cutoff. Okay, and you can see the cutoff is gradually increasing. Okay, so we also have to work harder every year. Okay, जो लास्ट ईयर का कट ऑफ है, हमको यही समझ के चलना है कि अगले साल कट ऑफ और बढ़ने वाला है. सो मे बी अगले साल कट ऑफ 200 तक भी जा सकता है, तो अपना प्रिपरेशन 200 के ऊपर का ही होना चाहिए. Anyone with any doubts with this GPAT thing till now? From the people on Zoom as well as on YouTube.
No, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So as you said, in significance, it's going to affect the eligibility for PhD. How can it be, sir?
Whenever you apply for PhD entrance exams, their eligibility, जैसे अभी आप GPAT देते हो, तो GPAT की eligibility क्या है कि a student should be a B.Pharm pass out or should be a final year B.Pharm student. ये eligibility criteria है. वैसे GPAT qualification becomes an eligibility criteria for PhD entrance exams. समझ में आ रहा है?
Okay, sir.
Okay. And one more point I would like to highlight is that a lot of students feel कि इसकी validity, ये जो GPAT का score है, इसकी validity 3 साल की है. तो काफी बच्चे सोचते हैं कि इसको थर्ड ईयर में हम दे देंगे तो GPAT की वैलिडिटी हमारे काम आ जाएगी और थर्ड ईयर में क्वालिफाई हो जाएंगे. तो काफी जगहों पे इनफैक्ट बोला भी जाता है कि थर्ड ईयर में एग्जाम दे दो. फॉर ऑल दोज हु फील दैट दिस और ऑल दोज हु हैव दिस इंफॉर्मेशन कि थर्ड ईयर में एग्जाम दी जा सकती है, लेट मी टेल यू दैट योर स्कोर्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी एलिजिबल. ओके, एट द फर्स्ट प्लेस, क्योंकि नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी के ब्रोशर में बहुत क्लियरली लिखा गया है कि a student who is in the final year of B pharmacy and who is a pass out, ये दो ही टाइप के बच्चे हैं जो GPAT एग्जाम दे सकते हैं. थर्ड ईयर का बच्चा जब GPAT देता है, पहली बात तो वो एलिजिबल ही नहीं था. So even though you qualify the GPAT exam, there are a lot of students who qualify GPAT exam. Yes, Harsh, I was just answering that question. There are a lot of students who are in semester 6 and qualify the GPAT exam, but their scores are not going to be eligible. Okay, because you are not eligible when you give the exam. देखो, understand one thing कि एग्जाम ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम कोई और है और वो स्कोर का एडमिशन कोई और देने वाला है. ओके, सो नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी को जब मैं फॉर्म भरता हूँ, वो फॉर्म में वो लोग ने कहीं पे भी फिल्टर नहीं रखा है टू आइडेंटिफाई कि मैं कौन से सेमेस्टर का हूँ. मैं तो सिर्फ डाल दूंगा फार्मेसी अपियरिंग. ओके, और मेरे को 2,000 रुपये भरने हैं, नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी को 2,000 रुपये मिल जाएंगे, तो उनका काम हो गया. ओके, बट व्हेन आई गेट दैट स्कोर एंड नेक्स्ट ईयर, बिकॉज राइट नाउ आई एम इन द थर्ड ईयर, तो नेक्स्ट ईयर जब मैं वो स्कोर लेके मेरे एडमिशन्स के लिए जाऊंगा, तो वो लोग बोलेंगे बेटा तूने थर्ड ईयर में एग्जाम दी थी, मतलब यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल, सो यू कैन नॉट यूज दिस स्कोर, यू हैव टू गिव द एग्जाम अगेन. ओके, so I hope I'm clear with all the students who feel that third year में exam दी जा सकती है. National Testing Agency is a different body, okay, and the body that is going to give you the admission is going to be different. So they have nothing to do with your semester 6 or semester 8. किसको? National Testing Agency को. So please make sure that if somebody is telling you that your score will be valid for 3 years, तो आप semester 6 में ही GPAT दे दो, फिर आपको फाइनल ईयर में GPAT देने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, ये इन्फॉर्मेशन गलत है. ऑलराइट, लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम. सो वंस यू क्वालिफाई GPAT, व्हाट डू वी हैव? द नेक्स्ट important exam is of course the NIPER JEE for all the big NIPER institutes across the country. Where are these NIPERs located? So we have 7 branches of NIPER in India, as you can very clearly see. The all famous NIPER Mohali is also the SAS Nagar. Okay. I have this question. It means that when we give the exam in 4th year, it is valid for, yes, 4th year, it will be valid for 3 years. Your 3rd year score will not be eligible only. Okay. So SAS is nothing but your NIPER Mohali, the all important. All right. So the top 3 institutes of NIPERs are, of course, the NIPER Mohali, then we have the NIPER Hyderabad and the NIPER Ahmedabad. Okay. Rest 4 are not something that are usually taken up by a lot of students. Okay. NIPER Mohali, Hyderabad and Ahmedabad are the most focused upon. Okay. And NIPER में आना है तो आपको GPAT qualification compulsory है. At the same time, your semester 7 and semester 8 aggregate should be a minimum 7 point something. वैसे 6.75 है, but as I already said that we should keep a higher target. So if you want to be eligible for NIPER, you should not only have a GPAT qualification, but you should also have a semester aggregate of more than 7. If you're SEM 8 and SEM 7, all right? Abbas, you are saying that we can gain experience by giving the exam in the 3rd year. Yes, of course you can gain experience, but why do you want to spend 750 or 1500 rupees? Okay, you can just give the GPAT exam or through some other online test portals. Okay. So yeah, going back to this, what are the different courses offered by NIPER? So these are the 4 major courses offered by NIPER. There is an MS, that is Masters of Science in Pharmacy. Then there is an MPharm, there is an MTech in Pharmacy, and there is an MBA in Pharmaceutical Management. These are the 4 courses offered by NIPER. Of course, this is their premier course or the main course, MS. All right, internationally recognized by a lot of other universities. So if a student wishes to do a PhD abroad after doing their masters in India, MS would be one of the courses that would help you to apply, or rather make it easy for you to apply for a PhD. Other master courses are also okay. Eligibility तो सब में ही रहती है, masters किया है तो, but MS course will be more beneficial and more will hold a slightly higher weightage compared to the other courses if you wish to apply for a PhD abroad in the future. Okay, let's talk about how the NIPER exam is. Okay, so we have number of MCQs 200. GPAT में 125 MCQs थे, यहाँ पे 200 MCQs है. Okay, the duration is less. वहाँ पे 3 घंटे का ड्यूरेशन था, 180 मिनट थे, 125 MCQs थे. यहाँ पर 120 मिनट है और 200 MCQs है. Okay, this is usually in the month of June. Okay, this is usually in the month of June. That is after your semester 8 gets over. This year also it was supposed to be on the 5th of June 2021, but it has been postponed and the new date has not yet come out. The syllabus is pretty much the same as GPAT. Also, along with that, we have general aptitude and general awareness. Okay, so you need to keep knowledge of what's happening in and around the pharma and the healthcare industry across the globe. All right. General aptitude will be like simple mathematical or logical questions or English questions. Of course, general awareness is general knowledge, and the other syllabus is very similar to GPAT. Okay. Of course, there are a few topics additional. Now, यहाँ पे catch क्या है? Of course, the marking scheme is +1 and -0.25, which is the same ratio, 4:1. Okay, and अगर आप फार्मा MBA का अप्लाई कर रहे हो तो you will have to give a group discussion and personal interview additionally. Pharma MBA from NIPER and MPharm from NIPER और MS from NIPER का अलग अलग एग्जाम नहीं है, एक ही कॉमन एग्जाम है. Okay, so you don't have to worry about separate exams. The exam is going to be just one. Form filling के time पे you can select which course do you want to opt for. Okay, अब इसमें एक चीज जो मैं बता रहा हूँ कि यहाँ पे टाइम कम है. Okay, और questions ज्यादा है. So, sir, how is it that NIPER being a bigger exam, okay, NIPER being a more important, like challenging, because okay, top 10% ही वो एग्जाम देने वाले हैं, तो हाउ इज इट दैट यार 120 मिनट में 200 एमसीक्यूज होंगे. नाउ लेट मी टेल यू वन बेसिक थिंग कि नाइपर का डिफिकल्टी लेवल जो है, नाइपर जेडब्ल्यू का, वो जीपैट से रिलेटिवली कम है. नाइपर इज प्योर बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स, whereas GPAT is like applications. Sometimes you even get numericals when you solve GPAT exams, but you might not get numericals when you're solving a NIPER exam. Okay, नाइपर में जितना फाउंडेशनल लेवल आप पढ़ोगे, जितना बेसिक्स आपका क्लियर होगा, उतना नाइपर आपका अच्छे से जाएगा. लिटरली as basic concepts as SN1 SN2 reactions which we have studied right in standard 12th. Okay, SN1 SN2 inductive effect, electromeric effect. Okay, वेरी स्मॉल रिएक्शंस वो टाइम पे 11 12 में जो पढ़े हैं वो टाइप के क्वेश्चंस भी कभी कभी नाइपर में आते हैं. सो the difficulty level is relatively low compared to the GPAT paper. Okay, but it is conceptual. You have to be fast. 120 MCQ, 120 minutes, 200 MCQs. You are not even getting 1 minute per MCQ. So you'll have to be fast with this paper. All right, you have to read fast and decide whether you want to attempt or you don't want to attempt. Okay, group discussion and personal interview is an additional round for students who are going a pharma MBA. All right. Again, as I said, the top NIPERs, मैं जरा पीछे की स्लाइड पे जाता हूँ. यहाँ पे the top NIPERs are of course the Mohali, the Ahmedabad, and the Hyderabad. Ahmedabad also now has a pharma MBA course, so that all the three institutes have pharma MBA: Mohali, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad. Okay. इन तीनों में से कोई भी एक इंस्टीट्यूट में एडमिशन मिलना फॉर मास्टर्स या MBA बहुत अच्छी बात है, बहुत प्रेस्टिजियस बात है. काफी अच्छे प्लेसमेंट्स भी उनके हैं. So overall, it's a good achievement for any student who manages to get admission in any of these three. All right. This is about the NIPER exam. Yes. Anyone with any questions with respect to NIPER? Anybody would like to ask anything? Guys, are we clear on this?
No questions, sir.
Okay. Others?
No, sir.
So I hope you now know what is. I will just get back to you on that, Seher. I'll have to check that. Okay, so let's go to the next exam, which is Harsh. Your question is highest score in NIPER till date. The problem is that they don't give you a score; they directly give you a rank. So you will never know how much you have scored. But with all the information and all the students that I have spoken to over the last so many years, if you want to be in amongst the top 100 ranks, out of 200 marks, it's always beneficial to have anything about 100 or 110. Okay, if you, as I said, your rank is not in your control, your percentile is not in your control. The only thing that will be in your control is your score, because you know that I have 200 MCQs and I want to attempt. So anything good will be around 100 or 110 as a score, which you can consider कि मेरा top ranks में आ जाएगा. All right. Going to the next exam, we have the BITS, or the Birla Institute of Technology and Science. Where is it located? Of course, BITS Pilani is the parent campus. Then we had one in Goa. Then we have one in Hyderabad. And BITS also has an institute outside India, which is in Dubai. Okay, so these are the four institutes. But of course, the pharmacy programs are in Pilani and in Hyderabad. These are the two places where they have the pharmacy programs. And Pilani being the parent campus, always one of the most sought after college for master's courses. even by engineering students as well. Okay. Advantage of bits. Let's take this further. Let's see what is the significance of this exam. तो एग्जाम होती क्या है पहले वो देख लेते हैं. 120 मिनट मतलब 2 घंटे का पेपर है. It is divided into 2 parts, paper 1 and paper 2. Now paper 2 has 30 questions, which is English and mathematics. मतलब in general aptitude is what I can say, but maths is proper maths, like literally derivatives, integrations, matrices, determinants, permutation, combination, वो type का maths भी आता है. Okay. And paper 2 will be pharmacy for us and others for other subjects. Okay. Which has around 70 questions. Of course, it has a negative marking as well, +3 and a -1. Okay. So what is the trick to give this paper? Okay. Now again, talking about from score point of view, a decent score to get into your BITS Pilani for a selected course will be somewhere around 140. ओके. पेपर कितने मार्क का है आप खुद देख रहे हो. 100 क्वेश्चन है तो 100 क्वेश्चन है तो 300 मार्क का पेपर है. उसमें से 210 मार्क्स फार्मेसी के हैं और 90 मार्क जनरल एप्टीट्यूड के हैं या मैथ्स के हैं या इंग्लिश के हैं. उसमें क्या होता है 15 मार्क मैथ्स का होता है और 15 मार्क इंग्लिश और लॉजिक का होता है. ओके. तो व्हाट इज द ट्रिक फॉर फार्मेसी स्टूडेंट्स? अपना मैथ्स थोड़ा वीक रहता है. आई एम श्योर वी ऑल अग्री दैट most of us had opted for NEET and that is why हम लोग ने मैथ्स को ड्रॉप ही कर लिया था and unfortunately we ended up in pharmacy. तो अभी मैथ्स तो अपना इतना स्ट्रांग है नहीं. डेटर में अपना इंटीग्रेशन, डेरिवेटिव्स और डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशंस तो शायद ही हमको आते रहेंगे. कॉलेज लेवल में किया है बट नॉट टू दैट एक्सटेंट, राइट? सो द ट्रिक टू दिस एग्जाम इज दैट बिंदास ये 15 क्वेश्चंस छोड़ ही दो. सिर्फ ये इंग्लिश के 15 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करो, इंग्लिश और लॉजिक वाले, और तुरंत ही फटाफट आके ये 70 क्वेश्चंस पे फोकस करो. बिकॉज ये आपने पढ़ाई की है, इसके लिए आप 4 साल मेहनत कर चुके हो. ओके. सो आपके पास इधर से 210 और यहाँ से 45. सो यू हैव अ टोटल बैंक ऑफ 255 मार्क्स, आउट ऑफ विच you have to score somewhere around 140 or 150, which is easily doable. Okay, it is pretty much doable. It is just 50 to 60%, and I am pretty sure we have worked hard enough for 4 years, and some of you have joined academies and coachings and everything, and pretty much इतना मेहनत करने के बाद तो 50-60% conversion तो हम कर ही सकते हैं. Okay, so the trick to this exam is always like that. Most of the students who get into BITS Pilani or BITS Hyderabad have followed this method कि जो 15 मार्क का मैथ्स है वो 15 क्वेश्चंस मैथ्स के वो छोड़ ही देने हैं, देखना ही नहीं है, नेगेटिव भी नहीं चाहिए और टाइम भी वेस्ट नहीं करना है. बिकॉज इसमें सीन क्या है पता है आपको? एक और चीज बता दो, जैसे GPAT में है ना, यू कैन टॉगल बिटवीन क्वेश्चंस. ओके, इन BITS you cannot switch from paper 1 to paper 2 unless you have completed paper 1. So till the time you submit your paper 1, you will not be able to go to paper 2. Okay, so accordingly it's better to give these 15 questions, give the exam, finish your paper 1 and immediately go to pharmacy for the next 70 questions. Okay, I hope you guys are getting the point. So this is the primary trick for giving this exam. Maths आता है आपको, great. नहीं आता है, nothing to worry, you still can give this exam successfully. And one very important thing is that GPAT qualification is not compulsory. सिर्फ एक ही एग्जाम है नाइपर JEE जिसको GPAT क्वालिफिकेशन कंपलसरी है. तो GPAT भले बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम होती है, बट अगर GPAT में GPAT क्वालिफाई नहीं भी हुआ तो स्टूडेंट को डिमोटिवेट होने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज देयर आर सेवरल अदर अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड सेवरल अदर ऑप्शंस इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ओके, एंड जस्ट फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन, BITS Pilani has an internationally recognized syllabus. Okay, BITS Pilani has an internationally recognized syllabus, and again it becomes very easy for a student to apply for PhD abroad if he or she has done his or her masters from BITS Pilani. Okay, deemed university hai, syllabus is highly industry oriented. It is not theory or academy, it's just theory. It is highly industry oriented, and as and when industry के trends change होते हैं, because it is a deemed university, they have the power to keep changing the syllabus continuously. Unlike other institutions जहाँ पे 4, 5, 6 साल लग जाते हैं for a syllabus to change, यहाँ पर इतना time नहीं लगता है. Okay, if next year if there is a certain new trend, I'm pretty sure they would put it in their syllabus so that the students can learn it. Okay, so BITS Pilani again is a very good institute for anybody who's planning to do masters in India. If you do not qualify GPAT, you still have a good chance of making a good career through BITS Pilani as well. But of course, GPAT qualification के कुछ फायदे तो होंगे ही. तो जब आप बिट्स पिलानी में एडमिशन लेते हो और आप नॉन जीपैट क्वालिफाइड हो, ओके, आप नॉन क्वालिफाइड हो, तो आपको बिट्स का खुद का स्टाइपेंड मिलता है अलोन, विच इज अराउंड 13,400 अ मंथ, विच इज अ टीएशिप और अ टीचिंग असिस्टेंटशिप. वहां पे थोड़े you can work with the teachers or you can work in the lab or the library and get a TA-ship for that. Yes, I was just talking about that, Prajwal. So you will be getting around 13,400 rupees a month for your teaching assistantship. But if you are GPAT qualified, not only that you will get a fee waiver or a teaching assistantship, you will also get your 12,400 stipend जो आपको मिलने वाला था GPAT qualify करने का. Okay? तो यहाँ पे कभी कभी ट्यूशन फी वेवर भी मिल जाता है, या तो कभी कभी टीचिंग असिस्टेंटशिप भी मिल जाती है. एक रफली अराउंड 25,000 रुपीज अ मंथ का स्टाइपेंड मिलता है बिट्स में जब बच्चा जीपैट क्वालिफाइड रहता है. ओके, एक रफली अराउंड 25,000 रुपीज अ मंथ का स्टाइपेंड मिलता है जब बच्चा जीपैट क्वालिफाइड रहता है. ऑलराइट, एंड नॉन क्वालिफाइड में 13,400. The fees is slightly on the higher side. Yes, it's almost around 10 to 11 lakhs for the entire 2-year course. But on the brighter side, 2-3 चीजें मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा बिट्स के बारे में, like which are positives, considering the fee factor as a very important parameter. That एक तो scholarships मिलती है, उसके अलावा बिट्स में एडमिशन के लिए एजुकेशन लोन्स काफ़ी आसानी से मिल जाती है. ओके, एजुकेशन लोन्स काफ़ी आसानी से मिल जाती है. उसके अलावा वंस यू गेट एन एजुकेशन लोन, द गुड पार्ट इज दैट यू आर नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड टू पे द एजुकेशन लोन इमीडिएटली. देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ बैंक्स जिनकी बहुत सारी फैसिलिटीज और बहुत सारी स्कीम्स होती है. आपके जॉब लगने के 6 महीने बाद या तो आपकी डिग्री के 1 साल बाद, ओके, आपके जॉब के 6 महीने बाद या तो आपके डिग्री के 1 साल बाद आपका लोन का रीपेमेंट टेन्योर शुरू होता है. So your family is not going to be burdened because of this education loan. It will be you who will be paying this education loan. Okay. So yes, BITS, the fees is on the higher side, but at the same time, they do have certain scholarships and stipends around 13,000. Yes. And at the same time, there are education loans which can be easily paid off. BITS जो है वो top tier institutes में आता है, इसलिए banks भी काफी आसानी से loans दे देती है. Talking about the next entrance exam, again, not necessary to qualify GPAT, is the NMIMS entrance exam. Okay, they have 3 types of courses. They have a pure MPharm, they have a MPharm plus MBA, and they have a Pharma MBA course, just like NIPER has. But Pharma MBA का इनका entrance exam अलग होता है. Okay. See, as we see here, these two are common. This is slightly different. This is NMAT. This is pure MBA entrance exam, whereas these two are pharma related. They have, of course, 2 branches, Mumbai and Shirpur. Okay. So these are the 3 different courses that are usually offered. MS University is good for MPharm. If you could tell me the full form, I would try to answer that because I'm not aware of all the possible universities across. Whoever has asked this question. Okay. Again, GPAT qualification, not mandatory. You can give your exam without qualifying GPAT and nothing to be worried about. This is the overall structure of the paper. 100 MCQs, 90 minutes. How it is divided, you know, all the major subjects are taken into consideration. And then, of course, you will have a group discussion and a personal interview round as well for your MPharm and the MPharm MBA courses. Now, as I already mentioned in the previous slide, the MPharm MBA is of 3 years and the M.Pharm is of 2 years. Personal recommendation. If somebody asks me कि sir कौन सा course करना चाहिए, M.Pharm करना चाहिए या combo course करना चाहिए, तो personally I would prefer this, a pure M.Pharm course. Okay. And if somebody is interested in the management part as well, my recommendation remains कि भाई 2 साल का M.Pharm अलग से कर और 2 साल का MBA अलग से कर. 1 साल बचाने के चक्कर में we don't want to incur a different type of loss. All right, because this course is definitely good. The M.Pharm MBA course is definitely a good course, but we have had a lot of mixed reviews from a lot of different students that we have spoken to. Okay, so if I were to recommend, I would prefer to a student to take up the M.Pharm, pure M.Pharm course over the integrated course. All right. If you want more details, we can always connect after this session. You can connect with us and we shall let you know. Priyanka Singh, today we are talking about all the entrance Indian exams. We shall definitely get back to you on entrance exams in Canada as well. All right. And one more important entrance exam is Manipal, that is the Manipal Academy of Higher Education, which is in Manipal. It has so many different courses. Okay. So you name a course and they have it. They also have pharmaceutical management as well. Okay. तो काफी सारे courses है उनके पास. मणिपाल की खुद की entrance exam होती है called Manipal Entrance Test, the MET. Okay. The number of questions 200, duration 2 hours. Of course, a +4 and a -1. So basically 800 mark का paper हो जाता है. Any score about 360 or 400 is a good score. Okay. Last year, the cutoff had increased on the higher side, like everybody was scoring around 300 and above. इसलिए last year ये जो quarantine lockdown वाला था, घर से exam हुई थी. तो of course घर से exam होने के कारण काफी बच्चों ने उसका फायदा भी उठाया है and everybody scored very high. So if considering that parameter, 400 should be your target. Okay. And all pharmacy subjects, same as your GPAT syllabus, nothing to worry about, nothing to do extra about it. Again, GPAT qualification is not mandatory. So these are the major entrance exams for M Pharmacy in India, all the national level exams that I have discussed. Any questions with this, anybody who would like to ask any question related to all the exams that we have? Yes. Do we have any questions, guys?
No, sir.
All right. So fees for Manipal, Sifkan is somewhere around 10 to 12 lakhs for the entire course. Okay. It's again pretty high compared, and BITS and Manipal have a pretty much higher fee structure compared to the other institutes. Even NMIMS has a higher fee structure, again 10 to 12 lakhs for the entire course. Yes, Sagnik, ICT exams I shall discuss if time permits. Okay. Shivam, if on GPAT stipend, can we take loan for BITS? Yes, of course you can take loan for BITS, Shivam. It is your loan is a different entity and your stipend is a different entity. BITS or Manipal, which one will you prefer? Of course, BITS. BITS Pilani would be my first choice. So Sagnik, I will right now go ahead with the other exams because ICT itna common nahi hai. It's a localized exam for majority of the students in Mumbai and Maharashtra around. If you want more details, definitely I shall share those exams details with you as well. Don't worry about it. What about the syllabus for BITS and Manipal? As I already discussed, the syllabus is pretty much the same as the GPAT syllabus. So अलग से कुछ separately prepare करने का जरूरत नहीं है, except for the 15 questions of BITS, which are general aptitude, English and mathematics. Okay, so if you are preparing for GPAT, pretty much you are preparing for all other entrance exams as well. All right, and ICT M Pharmacy is through GPAT exam only or GPAT score only. Okay, what are the job prospects? Okay, that was one other question ki bhai, what kind of jobs would be available for all of us? So this is pretty old a picture. Actually, मैं काफी time से use कर रहा हूँ. So, but these are so many different opportunities for all pharmacy students. So if you are from a pharma background, you have a lot of opportunities to be working in any of these industry. Okay, any of these. And of course, your higher education, that is your, yeah, avoid this, okay? Your higher education will always help you to grow faster. Okay, sir, मतलब क्या सीन है? तो I'll just give you a basic example with respect to this. Is that कि we had two individuals. Okay, let me just name them as A and B. Okay, I'll name one person A and B. So A was a B Pharm graduate and B was a M Pharm graduate. Okay, both of them applied in a job and they got a job in a company called IQVIA, which is in Thane in Mumbai. Okay, they got this job and pretty much they had a starting salary was very similar. Okay, hardly एक 2 या 2,500 का फर्क होगा between the B Pharm graduate and the M Pharm graduate. Of course, आपको भी अग्री करोगे कि यार M Pharm वाले को कितना डिमोटिवेटेड फील हुआ रहेगा कि भाई बी फार्म वाले का भी उतना ही सैलरी है तो मैंने 2 साल एम फार्म में क्यों इन्वेस्ट किए. फेयर इनफ, मेक सेंस. But as they went ahead with the job, all right, almost around 2.5 years into the job, the M Farm person, the B guy, he was promoted 3 times within the 2 years, and the B Farm person was promoted only once in the 2 years. Okay, so promotions may, of course, the M Farm guys will be preferred because you have more technical knowledge, you have more scientific knowledge, and of course, because you are getting promoted, your salary hike also will be exponential. Okay, so आज की तारीख में ये जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये लाइव एग्जांपल है, मेरे सामने है दोनों के दोनों. एंड आज की तारीख में जो एम फार्म वाला बंदा था, okay, जिसने वो टाइम पे ज्वाइन किया था एट अ मेयर पैकेज ऑफ 4 lakhs, but just within 5 years today, his package is somewhere around 11 to 12 lakhs a year. Okay, annual package is almost around 11 to 12 lakhs a year. Okay, by just doing an M Farm just within a 4 to 5 years time. So with your M Farm, you have to be patient enough. Okay, you have to be patient and you have to be consistent. Your initial job salary might not be so great. Okay, but gradually as you work hard and as you proceed and as you get promoted, it will be an exponential growth. Okay, so usually I tell my students that क्या होता है कि हम लोग हमारी सैलरीज को काफी बार इंजीनियरिंग के लोगों के साथ कंपेयर कर लेते हैं या किसी और के साथ कंपेयर कर लेते हैं. तो इफ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस ग्राफ हियर, तो व्हाट हैपेंस इज देयर आर मेनी पीपल एट बी फार्म लेवल जिनका ग्राफ ऐसा जाता है. ओके, बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एम फार्म, समटाइम्स इट मे हैपन दैट यू आर स्टार्टिंग लाइक दिस एंड यू माइट फील बैड यार कि इसका ग्रोथ देखो कितना मस्त जा रहा है. ओके, बट देन द कर्व कम्स. ओके, सो ये पीरियड में अगर आप पेशेंटली रुक रह गए ना और आपने मेहनत कर ली ना, तो आपका कर्व आने को ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है. बट यू हैव टू बी पेशेंट, फोकस्ड एंड हार्ड वर्किंग. Will everybody get a hike or will everybody get a promotion? Not necessary. Okay, because it all also depends upon how much you are working with the team. Kushal has asked, what is the advantage of doing B Pharmacy plus MBA? I will answer that. I am about to discuss the MBA part, Kushal. So just give me a few moments. Let's see. And always what I have been telling to all my students कि चाहे कोई भी कॉलेज हो, चाहे कोई भी कोर्स हो, चाहे कितना भी स्कोर कर लो, it is always going to be about the person that you are. Okay, nobody will know you by your degrees or by your scores or by the college. अरे वो ICT वाला बंदा है, अरे वो नाइपर वाला बंदा है, नहीं. एक बार होगा. आज की तारीख में अगर मैं एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछूं तो आज की तारीख में आपको कोई भी आपका 12th का CET का या नीट का स्कोर पूछता है क्या? नहीं पूछता है. ओके, तो कोई स्कोर का एज सिग्निफिकेंस है. ऑफ कोर्स फर्स्ट कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिलना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बड़े कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिलेगा तो प्लेसमेंट भी होगा. सिग्निफिकेंस तो डेफिनेटली है, बट इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि इट इज द ओनली वे टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल. ओके, the person is going to be the successful person. The degree is not going to be successful. The person will make the success. The degree might be just a medium. Okay, so always remember it's necessary कॉलेज कोई भी हो, डिग्री कोई भी हो, या कोर्स कौन सा भी हो, मार्क्स कितने भी हो, as long as you are good enough, you don't have to worry. One of the very famous dialogues from a movie called Three Idiots, I'm pretty sure all of you have seen that movie, and there is this particular scene which is very close to my heart and I would like to share that with you all. कि वो एक इंटरव्यू का सीन है जहाँ पे दैट राजू रस्तोगी, शर्मन जोशी, he goes for the interview, and the opposite team, they ask him or they tell him that please control your attitude. You have a very free attitude. If you can control your attitude, then we may consider you for the job. And to that he says that there is a particular line he says कि बहुत मुश्किल से ये attitude आया है और ये attitude आने के इतना तो भरोसा हो ही गया है कि मैं अपनी जिंदगी के साथ कुछ ना कुछ ढंग का तो कर ही लूंगा. Okay, so at any point in time we don't have to worry about where we stand. It's all about if we are making progress every single day. Your friends might be making more money than you, but all you have to consider is कि क्या मैं आज कल से better situation में हूँ या नहीं. And that's all. If you compare it with others, you will always be unhappy. Okay, what you have to compare is with yourself. Okay, let's talk about MBA. There are two types of MBA. There is a core MBA and then there is a pharma MBA. What is the difference between a core MBA and a pharma MBA? So if you take up a core MBA, I will share that with you as well, Seher, don't worry. Jyotika has asked eligibility for BITS. BITS का कोई ऐसा eligibility criteria नहीं है, as long as you are a B.Pharm graduate with a minimum 50 or 60% score, and GPAT का भी कोई mandatory नहीं है, so nothing to worry as such for BITS, Jyotika. Okay.
Sir, what's there in MTech Pharma? I mean the syllabus and all.
सिलेबस स्ट्रक्चर बेटा काफी डिटेल हो जाएगा, मैं आपके साथ चाहिए तो मैं वो शेयर कर दूंगा लेटर. ओके, बिकॉज दैट वुड बी अ लॉट टू डिस्कस. इंडिविजुअली भी अभी मैंने काफी सुपरफिशियल व्यू रखा है, फिर भी वी हैव ऑलमोस्ट स्पेंट एन आवर. ओके, सो इफ वी गो ऑन इंडिविजुअल डिटेल्स तो बहुत ज्यादा टाइम चला जाएगा. तो व्हाट आई विल डू इज I will share the entire syllabus structure of the MTech Pharma course with you after the session gets over. I hope that's fine.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Riya Trivedi, definitely Riya, we shall be discussing about the drug inspector in a different session. Today we are focusing on the MPharm and the MBA exams, but we will have a government exam session very soon, and we will also have a PharmD session very soon as well. All right. So yeah, the relevance of core MBA and pharma MBA. If you take up a core MBA, your relevance to the field is very less because you may end up in any industry. Okay, there are a lot of people who have done pharmacy or engineering and then have done core MBA and now are working for financial institutions, banks or etc. तो अगर बैंक में ही काम करना था तो 4 साल का फार्मेसी या 4 साल का इंजीनियरिंग क्यों लिया? That always remains a question. Okay, so your relevance to the degree is going to be very less. Pharma MBA, of course, is going to be pretty high because you are going to remain in the pharmaceutical background or in the pharmaceutical environment. So NIPER and BITS MS is best for R&D in foreign countries. I will answer that, Daniel, right now. Let's proceed with this question. Okay, this topic. What are the job prospects? Of course, the job prospects are pretty vast, pretty open: sales, marketing, finance, human resources, analysts, consultations, and you are open to all industries. You are open to FMCGs, IT, banks, everything. Pharma, of course. Okay. In pharma MBA, you are pretty much restricted to the pharma industry. Okay. Fees and salary in core MBA is high. दोनों के दोनों बहुत high है. Fees भी काफी high होती है major colleges की, और salary भी काफी अच्छी खासी मिलती है. Like if I consider to do a core MBA from a top tier college, minimum fees is what I will be paying for the 2 years is 15 lakhs. At the same time, from a top tier college, if I'm doing my MBA, एक almost around 12 से 15 लाख per year का package भी मुझे मिल जाएगा. Okay. फार्मा MBA में जब मैं आता हूँ तो फीस भी कंपैरेटिवली लो है और पैकेज भी कंपैरेटिवली लो है. लाइक अगर मैं फार्मा एमबीए कोई डिसेंट इंस्टीट्यूट से करता हूँ तो मेरा फीस विल बी समवेयर अराउंड 6 to 8 lakhs. ओके, मे बी स्लाइटली लेसर, मे बी स्लाइटली मोर, इंस्टीट्यूट टू इंस्टीट्यूट इट विल वेरी. ये मैं एवरेज नंबर बता रहा हूँ. और जब आप पैकेज मिलेगा तो पैकेज भी अराउंड 5 to 7 lakhs के बीच में पैकेज मिलता है. ये एवरेज पैकेजेस है. इससे ज्यादा भी मिलते हैं काफी लोगों को, इससे कम भी मिलते हैं काफी लोगों को. ओके, सो दैट्स द सिचुएशन. आप इन्वेस्ट भी कम कर रहे हो, साथ में आपका अर्निंग भी, इनिशियल अर्निंग इज रिलेटिवली लेस. बट एज आई सेड अगेन, इफ यू आर डूइंग वेल इन योर इंडस्ट्री, you are always open to that exponential curve at any point in time. Okay, I have a lot of examples of people who have done very well and started off slow but suddenly have given a boom to their careers within like 4 to 5 years time. So you should be mentally prepared and patient as well. Okay, when I talk about core MBA, the cutoff is pretty high. The competition is also pretty high because core MBA में कौन कौन आता है. तो core MBA में आपके बी फार्म के लोग तो आएंगे ही, बी कॉम वाले आएंगे, आर्ट्स वाले आएंगे, ऑल कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड, ऑल आर्ट्स बैकग्राउंड, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, BSc, engineers, doctors, architects, everybody will be appearing for this exam. So you imagine like everybody from all streams are giving a management exam. So you imagine how difficult the exam would be or how competitive the exam is going to be. On the other hand, if you are giving a pharma MBA, तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा फार्मा वाले, BSc, MSc वाले, या फिर वो फिजियोथेरेपी या BDS, like pretty much the healthcare people. Okay, so automatically the competition is a little narrowed down. Okay, so pharma MBA का competition भी कम है, फीस भी कम है, सैलरी भी कम है. Okay, and कोर MBA में कंपटीशन भी ज्यादा है, फीस भी ज्यादा है और सैलरी भी ज्यादा है. तो सर हमें कौन सा सिलेक्ट करना चाहिए? हमें फार्मा सिलेक्ट करना चाहिए या कोर MBA सिलेक्ट करना चाहिए? अभी फाइनेंशियल कंस्ट्रेंट्स को अगर मैं साइड रख दूं कि चलो अज्यूमिंग दैट फाइनेंशियल पार्ट कैन बी मैनेज्ड बाय द फैमिली और बाय द इंडिविजुअल थ्रू एजुकेशन लोन्स एंड थ्रू द फैमिली डायरेक्टली. So if I keep aside the financial constraints, then the choice comes is कि क्या आपको जो जॉब चाहिए, do you want a job completely non-related to pharma or do you want a job which is related to your pharma because you have invested 4 years of pharmacy or in pharmacy? Okay, so based on that decision of yours, you can pick whether you want to do a core MBA or a pharma MBA. ओके, कि क्या आपको कंप्लीटली बस अभी 4 साल बस हो गया, क्योंकि काफी लोग तो वैसे भी गलती से फार्मेसी में आ गए थे, भाई 4 साल हो गया, अब इससे ज्यादा पढ़ाई होगी नहीं, तो लेट मी जस्ट गो एंड स्विच द इंडस्ट्री, लेट मी गो एंड वर्क फॉर अ बैंक और एन IT इंडस्ट्री और एन FMCG, लेट मी जस्ट डू अ कोर MBA एंड लेट मी गेट आउट ऑफ दिस फार्मा इंडस्ट्री. Okay, and on the other hand, nahi, I'm very happy with this pharma, but I don't want to work in a industrial or a research or a laboratory environment. So I would like to do some management part. I would like to do the branding, marketing, travel, talk to people, give presentations, strategize the sales or the products. So in that case, a pharma MBA would be preferred over a core MBA. Okay, कि मुझे फार्मा में रहना है, but एकदम laboratory level पे मुझे जॉब नहीं करना है, तो you can consider switching to a pharma MBA. Okay. So this is the primary difference between a core MBA and a pharma MBA. Which are the top colleges across the country for core as well as pharma? Of course, the IIMs lead the pack. All right. Of course, the IIMs lead the pack. The IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, like Kolkata. Then we have Indore, Kozhikode, and Lucknow. Then we have XLRIs, the MDI Gurgaon, SP Jain, ISB Hyderabad, FMS Delhi. These three are tier 1 colleges. Okay, IIMs, XLRI, MDI, SP, FMS Delhi. JBIMS is Jamnalal Bajaj, which is in Mumbai. TIS again is also in Mumbai. Okay, these are the tier 2 colleges or grade 2 colleges as per the standard nomenclature which is followed for MBA institutes, and these are the tier 3 colleges. Okay, so ये जो 3 यहाँ पे classifications है, इसमें ये वाला जो है स्टार मार्क कर रहा हूँ, 3 स्टार बना रहा हूँ. This is something which is worth looking at if you are looking for core MBA and if we have some financial constraints. Then FMS Delhi, JBIMS and TIS. These are some of the 3 institutes that you should be aiming for because इनकी fees बहुत कम है relatively और उनका packages उतना ही high है जितने बाकी कोई भी core institutes का रहता है. Okay, like FMS Delhi, JBIMS hardly has a fees of like what 5 lakhs or something. FMS तो बहुत ही कम है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा negligibly कम है. JBIMS and TISO, these are places where you can actually have a very high return on your investment. But at the same time, the cutoff is also pretty high. All right. And for Pharma MBA, which are the colleges, the top colleges we have is of course these guys. Okay. These would be the top ranked colleges. NMIMS, Mumbai, Pumba, which is in Pune. Then we have DPSRU, Jamia Hamdard. And of course, we have the NIPERS, Mohali, Hyderabad and Ahmedabad. Yes. Then we have Mumbai, we have SIES in Nerul and IES in Bandra. And these are the others. So these would be the tier 2 and these would be the tier 1 colleges. So if a student wishes to do a pharma MBA in India, these are some colleges where you can try. Sir, what are the different entrance exams? Of course, we will be discussing that as well. Okay. Yeah, so these are the different entrance exams. We have categorized the entrance exams as national level exams, state level exams, and institutional exams. Like खुद के अपने exams होते हैं. So national level में we have CAT, CMAT, and Atma. Just for your information, before we proceed on this, I have not included the individual details of all individual exams in this particular slideshow because that would be too much time consuming. So if you have any questions with respect to individual exams, you can always put it in the chat box or you can connect with us after the session gets over. So we can share with you the details of all these individual exams as well. Okay. So CAT, CMAT and ATMA are the major national level exams that usually many students give. Then state level पे हर state का अपना CET exam होता है. Okay. And which you can see Maharashtra also has the Maharashtra CET. And institutional level पे खुद के exams होते हैं. ये पांचों के पांचों अच्छे exams है. Okay, which I mentioned in the previous slides with the top tier colleges. So ZAT has a NAP for symbiosis, NMAT for NMIMS, TISNET, and IIFT. So these are the different exams that you guys can give in an academic year to be eligible for the core MBAs and the pharma MBAs. Okay, you can try ATMA for a pharma MBA in Pumba. You can try Maharashtra CET for pharma MBA in IES and SIES. You can try the NMAT for a pharma MBA in NMIMS. Okay, so these are the different ways by which you can get into pharma MBA. Wellinger Institute also has healthcare administration as one of their courses, which is not core pharma, but it is still related to healthcare. What is the syllabus for these entrance exams? Okay, the syllabus for these entrance exams would be this. As you can see, it's divided into 4 different categories: verbal, logical, quantitative aptitude, and data interpretation. These are the 4 major subjects in which your syllabus is divided. Okay. The verbal part is purely the English part. It has reading, it has grammar, and it has vocab. Logical reasoning is pure logic, puzzles, different types of quizzes, maths, as you can see the syllabus here, and of course data interpretation, which is kind of related to mathematics. It's more graphical with all the data that is given, and you have to identify certain answers through the data that has been given to you. So these are the 4 things. That's all the MBA syllabus comprises of. Okay. चाहे वो core MBA हो, चाहे वो pharma MBA हो, चाहे वो individual college का level exam हो, चाहे वो national level का CAT exam हो, syllabus structure is more or less defined in this one screen. Difficulty level may vary from college to college, institute to institute, and exam to exam. All right. What are the different types of job profiles that are available after an MBA, be it pharma, be it core? You can be into sales and marketing. There's consultancy, there's business development, there's market research, there's analytics, supply chain. You can also get into international business. You can help companies grow businesses in different countries. So there is one more field called international business as well. There's one more profile. Okay, usually वो business development में ही आ जाता है, but उसको एक अलग से profile दिया गया है called international business. So there are a lot of colleges that give placements for international business as well. Okay, now the most important question comes is, sir, M.Pharm करना है या MBA करना है? By far the most common question that every student would have gone through. And if you guys have interacted with us before, I'm pretty sure this question was already asked before as well, and this topic has been discussed. So 4 primary questions that you need to ask yourself if you want to decide between an M.Pharm and an MBA. Okay. The first question is, what is your liking? Do you like science more, or do you like logical applications more? Like, if you like the changing of colors in your chemistry lab, to the formation of crystals, to how the drug works on the human body, the scientific part, if you're amazed by all the scientific processes, okay, or are you just like logical, bhai ye dikh raha hai, ye hone wala hai, okay, or you are always trying to find out a way around some solutions. Okay, so pick your selection, pick your liking, whether you are interested in science or in logic, whether you are interested in process or the result. Okay, so say for example, if you are interested in the process, okay, like आप कॉलेज जाते हो, कॉलेज में लैब वर्क किया होगा आप लोगों ने. वैसे जो अभी बच्चे सेकेंड ईयर में है उनको ज्यादा कुछ किया नहीं होगा, 1.5 साल तो आप घर पे ही बैठे थे. But if you have ever been to, of course, any laboratory, especially a Sutex lab, we have 2 types of people in a Sutex or a medicinal chemistry laboratory. The first type of a person who is in a Sutex lab is उसके पास उसका खुद का बटर पेपर रहता है, उसके पास उसका खुद का एल्यूमिनियम फॉयल रहता है, खुद का स्पैचुला रहता है. वो बंदा वेइंग मशीन तक जाता है, प्रॉपर वे करता है, और वो वे करने के बाद टेबल पे आता है, पूरा प्रोसेस फॉलो करता है, और फाइनली 2, 2.5, 3 घंटे के बाद क्लास टीचर को वो सबमिट करता है. ओके, उसका जो भी प्रोडक्ट बना है. Alright, this is one type of a person. I'm sure everybody knows this type of a person in your class, in your college or in your lab, कि जो सब कुछ अपना लेकर आता है, पूरा प्रोसेस फॉलो करता है और सबमिट करता है. And then there is one more person in every class, every lab, every college who has no idea what's going on. वेइंग मशीन तक शायद ही हम जाते हैं, सब स्वाद अनुसार डाल देते हैं. ओके, कलर तो व्हाइट ही आने वाला है ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई भी कलर, कोई भी क्वांटिटी डाल दो. ओके, एंड घूम फिर के वो भी 3 घंटे के बाद प्रोडक्ट सबमिट करता है. So then there is somebody who is process oriented and there is somebody who is result oriented. So identify whether you like to follow the process or it is the result that drives you crazy. Okay, you identify that. Whether you want to stick to the industry, do you see yourself as somebody who is inside the industry, sharing scientific knowledge, researches for the company, and helping more people by using your technical knowledge or scientific knowledge, and leading a team of people with science, guiding them on scientific front. Okay, or do you see yourself as somebody who is helping a company to grow their business, how to sell a particular thing, ये प्रोडक्ट को कौन से डॉक्टर को कैसे बेचना चाहिए, इसका ब्रांडिंग कैसा होना चाहिए, how the appearance is, costing. If you see that, if you see yourself as managing a group of 50, 100 people to drive the business of a company, then maybe you should consider an MBA. And finally, profile or package. Sorry. Profile or package is another important parameter. Are you looking for a profile कि मुझे फार्मा इंडस्ट्री रिलेटेड प्रोफाइल चाहिए, और आर यू लुकिंग फॉर अ पैकेज कि भाई प्रोफाइल कुछ भी हो, मेरे को पैसा ज्यादा चाहिए. ओके, सो दीज आर अगेन 2 different things. At this point in time, when I say profile कुछ भी, मुझे पैसा ज्यादा चाहिए, ज्यादातर बच्चे ऑफकोर्स यही सोचते हैं कि ऑफकोर्स यार पैसा ही तो चाहिए, मेहनत तो हम लोग कर ही रहे हैं. बट gradually down the line you will come to know that how important a profile parameter is. So if you are selecting A, you should consider M.Pharm, and if you are selecting the B parameter, you should consider an MBA. Okay, so this is my way of bifurcating or helping a student identify whether you wish to do an M.Pharm or an MBA. And of course then the final thing is the personal choice. Okay, yeah, personal stress levels to be handled. Okay, let's take this further. How can pharmacad help you in this particular process, okay, of entering into one of the top M Pharmacy or MBA colleges. Okay, so since some of you who are on Zoom are already a part of pharmacad, and those who are on YouTube are also checking how pharmacad can be helpful to get this. So of course, we can help you with your extensive live recorded lectures. We can help you with the team of teachers, which is beautifully linked with industry across the country. We have, of course, the test series and the study material that will be provided. We have, of course, a pharmacad app, which is on Android as well as on iOS for the notes, videos, and the tests. Of course, the counseling sessions. So the team of pharmacad, for every student, the team will be with you till the time you get your admission in your M Pharmacy college. Be it a NIPER, be it a GPAT, be it a BITS or anything, the team of pharmacad will be with you till the time you get your admission and you start your M Pharmacy anytime. All right. Of course, the certificate courses and internships, then identifying various career options through guest seminars and webinars. There is a pharmacad scholarship for the meritorious students inside pharmacad. We have a proper scholarship in place, which is sponsored by the industry. And we do provide cash scholarship to the meritorious or the top rankers at pharmacad in GPAT and in NIPER and so on. Of course, the personality development workshops, because overall development is more important than just the academic growth. And this is how things go at pharmacad. All right. So yeah, this has been our growth pattern over the last 4 years in NIPER. NIPER 2021 is yet to be decided. So waiting for that, hopefully positive. This is the last 5-year growth that we have shown with respect to our GPAT candidates. This was the first ever year, 2017. 2016 is where we started, and 2017 was our first GPAT batch of just 3 students, out of which one of them scored well in NIPER and one of them scored well in GPAT. Then gradually we have increased and just improved every year. As I always say, and I have already said that before, you are your only competition. Just try to improve yourself from what you are today to what you were yesterday, or maybe what you will be tomorrow. Just improve it. Okay. And that's all. Nothing to compare with what others are doing. Okay. And this is what pharmacad has achieved in this particular year, that is in GPAT 2021. I'm very happy to share this with you, that we are the only academy in the entire city of Mumbai with 4 students in top 100 ranks, and all 4 are full-time classroom students. Okay. None of them has been a part of any free group, any free WhatsApp group, any free test series, or nothing at all. These guys have been authentically pharmacad students all around. All right. So one more important thing is this. All those students who are attending the session here on Zoom, who are with me already at pharmacad, and those who are attending on the Zoom, YouTube as well, I am sure that everybody remembers your first day of college. How many of you remember your first day of college, guys? Anybody would like to say, yes, I remember my first day of college?
Yes,
Because of course, I also remember my first day of college. So I'm pretty sure you guys remember. And that was way back in my first day of college of pharmacy was way back in 2008. It's 13 years from now. And I still remember that. So I'm pretty sure you guys remember. It seems like yesterday. Okay. So time flies. So if you feel that I have a 1.5 year, or I have 6 months, or I have 1 year, let me tell you, it's not going to be enough. You have to act fast. All right. Understand that 20 minutes of action is more important than 20 hours of thinking. So please act fast. If you are interested, be a part of the team immediately. And this is how you can contact us. To all the people who are attending on Zoom. Sorry, Zoom are our students, and all the people who are attending on YouTube, you can contact us like this. You can also download the pharmacad app and you can connect with us immediately. We have the demo lectures for MBA and GPAT going on. So if you are interested, you can get in touch with us, and our team will immediately connect with you for the upcoming demo lectures on the weekends. And if you want to know more about the course, you can always again chat with us. So that's it from my end. If you have any more questions, guys, please put it in the chat box, or you can unmute your mics related to this. yes, definitely. If there are any detailed or specifics, I will surely share it with you individually if you would like to connect. Okay, this is the number where you can directly connect with me. And if you have any questions, you can directly put it on WhatsApp here, and I will try to share the information individually on WhatsApp as well. So, guys, any questions here so far from any set of students? Zoom wale hai. Any questions, guys? I hope you have understood how many GPAT, how many M-Pharmacy entrance exams are there, and that GPAT is not the only one. But yes, let's work for GPAT, but we also have other opportunities too. So we will work for every single exam. There are a lot of opportunities coming your way in the next 1.5 year. So let's begin the preparation. If we have not started yet, let's go for it and let's achieve things together. All right. So wish you guys all the best for all those who have been attending here, as well as yes, the GPAT 2023 demo lectures are starting. The demo lectures are already going on, so you can just drop a message on the WhatsApp number and our team will contact you immediately for the demo lectures. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Let's stop here for today. Is there any relation between GPAT exam and clinical research courses? No, clinical research courses have no eligibility criteria. You can directly do it from independent institutes as well. There's one academy called Academy of Clinical Excellence, which is in Bombay College of Pharmacy, and you can just directly walk in and get admission. Unka kuch minimum criteria jaisa kuch hai nahi. There are a lot of other academies as well for clinical research, but one I know is the ACE, which is at Bombay College of Pharmacy. All right, so thank you so much, all the students, and hope to see you guys soon. All the best. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.